Today we cover the Safe Driving Program startup, take a look at how the freshman wing has been doing, and take a look at the extended weekend ahead. All that and more today, Friday, January 17th, 2020.
Good morning, Murdoch. Starting this past Monday, students and faculty were given 2 stickers as they walked into the building each morning and were asked to stick them to whichever side they related with more, and it would be non-judgmental. This was the official kickoff of Safe Driving Week. The program continues into the next week when juniors and seniors can sign up for a time in a distracted driving simulator.
New this year at Murdoch is the Freshman Scholars Program. We got together with Mrs. Wheeler from the freshman wing to see how the new program is doing and how the students are adjusting to high school. Well, hello, Miss Wheeler, Mr. King. It's so good to have you guys here. So we're going to start right away. Going into the year, how did you guys envision this program for the freshmen?
Well, it was Mr. King's idea. Last year he pulled several of us teachers together and bounced ideas off of us, and our vision was that we would create a sub-community within the high school for our freshmen.
Yeah, I think it was born from, we saw a lot of data that suggested that our freshmen aren't as successful as they could be. And so we just wanted to create a program to help them be more successful and kind of create that foundation and that building block to move forward with their high school careers.
That's interesting. I totally agree with that.
Thank you.
How have your ideas changed over time?
Well, you know how high school is, and we have to be flexible with how the schedule goes and what's happening around us. But all in all, we've stayed firm on our goal on what we want for the freshmen to achieve, but we've been flexible.
I think you have to kind of go with the flow sometimes as well, right? So you have these big plans and these big ideas and all these things that you want to do to help create success. And sometimes as you get into it, you realize you might have planned a little larger than what you could deliver, and so sometimes you have to back off from some things. So we had a lot of things that we wanted to do and at a large scale, and so I think some of those things have had to be scaled back. Maybe something relative to like an advisory program is something we want to implement not just for freshmen but then later school-wide, and so I think we've had to come back from that a little bit. It might have been biting off a little more than we could chew at the time.
Yeah, I think that would have been a really good idea, maybe just not the time for it yet.
Right.
So what are some accomplishments that you've gone through so far? Some accomplishments in the freshman wing with students just kind of planning?
You go. You go ahead.
Well, I think one of the things we implemented this year was starting some of the Naviance work and doing some interest surveys, those types of things, which we haven't done here before. I think that in general, a number of our write-ups are down from past experiences, which is an indicator that students are a little more time on learning, getting a little more serious about their education and being where they're supposed to be, doing what they're supposed to be doing at that time. So I think those are some really good indicators of success. We'll know a little bit more when we come up on the end of the semester, and then again at the end of the year where we can really collect data and compare against past years. But right now I would say it's been, it's still a work in progress. We have to see how things turn out, but right now, I've been very happy with the overall progress.
Now let's toss it over to our sports desk for the Sports Weekly Update.
This past Sunday, our students from the Unified Sports Team participated in a bocce game sponsored by the Massachusetts Association of Student Council and the Special Olympics. During this event, there were 30 schools that participated. The teams were made of 4 players, 2 athletes, 2 unified partners, and they worked together to compete for prizes at the end. Murdoch will be hosting the tournament in the year 2022. The score of the Murdoch teams were 1-1-1.
Boys varsity basketball took on Maynard Tuesday night and took a hard loss, 66-85. Girls varsity also took a loss with a score of 17-67. Tonight, the boys basketball team will be away at Air Shirley. The game will start at 7.
The track team will be competing in the state relays at the Reggie Lewis Center Saturday at 10 a.m.
That's all for the Sports Weekly Update. Back to Patrick and Leon in the studio.
Thanks, you two. Let's check in with our student meteorologist.
This is your upcoming 5-day forecast. Today's looking to be sunny, but unlike last week's weather, temps will only be reaching 15 degrees outside. On Saturday, we should be expecting 48 inches of snow to roll around 4 p.m. with a high of 25 degrees. On Sunday, it's looking to be partly sunny with a high of 34 degrees. On Monday, Martin Luther King Jr. Day, it's also going to be partly sunny but cold as we get into the afternoon. Temps will be dropping overnight to a low of 6 degrees. Tuesday is looking to be sunny as well, but temps will only reach a high of 18 degrees. Enjoy the extended weekend and be safe. Let's toss it back to Patrick and Liana in the studio.
A quick reminder that today's a half day. Be ready to get out at 11:30 today.
There will also be no school Monday because it's Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Enjoy your day off, but don't get too comfortable and be ready for school come Tuesday morning.
That's all we have this week. Be sure to like and subscribe and push the notification bell if you want to see more episodes. Enjoy your weekend.
Bye.